一応回してます。
はい、わかりました。
はい。
今からですね、コニーの、CEO でいらっしゃいますトーマス・ホーガンさんにインタビューさせていただきます。コニー社はですね、ソフトバンクさん出資してもいるんですけども、いろんな意味でですね、BaaS に関するシステムとかそういったものを、今どんどん売り込んでいるというふうに我々は思っていたんですが、BaaS もさることながらですね、やっぱりコニー社が注目される理由というのは、アンプクア銀行が作ったピボタスですね、そのピボタスの、をそのままそっくりもう買収してしまって、逆にコニーの中でもっとそれを発展させて、世界中の銀行にそのサービスを、もともとピボタスが持っていたサービスを売っていこうというところが、大変注目されています。ですので、ポイントとしてはですね、なぜコニーがピボタスを買ったのか、それもピボタスというのはアンプクアが作ったものですよね。でそれはアンプクアって別にメガバンクじゃないわけです。リージョナルバンクです。もうそこからそういうビジネスユニットを買って、さらに自分たちが発展させていこうという、このビジネスモデルが大変注目されました。今ももちろんそれは注目されています。そういったことも含めて、今日はホーガン CEO にインタビューしたいと思います。Okay. So the first question. Well, please imagine there is a lot of reason Japanese bankers behind you. So, could you please brief the business of Connie for them?
Yeah, I'm happy to do that. First of all, it's a pleasure to visit with you and spend time together. I would say for the regional banks in Japan, Connie is an organization with 1,500 people located around the world that are dedicated and focused on helping banks leverage, disrupt, and innovate with digital to drive better outcomes for the bank. We do that with two main products. The first is our DBX portfolio, which stands for Digital Banking Experience. And the second is Connie Quantum, which is a low-code platform for building digital applications, and it's the base upon which DBX is built.
Okay. So now what product is a main revenue driver in Connie? So Quantum?
No, right now, most of the growth for Connie is coming from DBX.
Oh yeah.
We are very quickly asserting our leadership globally as the thought and solution leader in digital banking, which is a very important topic for all banks. That business for Connie last year grew almost 100%. So it is the biggest part of the growth of the Connie story.
Yeah, like exponential growth.
Yes, and hopefully that will continue.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
The second question. Actually, I think it's a very rare case in which a fintech company, not fintech company, but Connie has bought some business unit from a bank. So especially not a mega bank, but a regional bank.
Yeah.
So what was the most influential factor that led Connie to make that decision?
Yeah, it is, you're right, it is actually very unusual.
Yeah.
Typically banks buy from technology companies, and this is one of the few cases in the industry where a technology company bought from a bank. We think it would be arrogant and short-sighted to assume that all innovation comes from a technology company. We believe that banks have enormous knowledge and insight to the world of banking, and we're very open and receptive to learning and sharing and respecting the input that the banks have. And in this particular case, Umpqua Bank, which is a big regional bank in the Northwest, built a very unique and very powerful asset that we thought had broad applicability to banks around the world, and so it was a win-win for both organizations.
Yeah. So it's very rare case, but successful case.
Yes, we believe so.
Yeah. Okay. The third question is maybe it's overlapped the same question that you have in the Q&A session. Just a little while ago.
Yes.
But please for our readers. So,
yes.
Regarding offices overseas, so Connie has expanded them to about 10 countries, right? Right now, marketing or
Actually,
not
yeah, we have a presence, I don't know the exact number, but we sell to and provide our solutions to customers, I would guess, in at least 25 to 30 countries around the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you think about Japanese market?
Yeah.
So do you have any intention to open an office in Tokyo?
Yeah. So, first of all, I thoroughly enjoy Japan. It's a great place to visit and operate in. But as we all know, Japan is, I believe, still the third largest economy in the world.
Still, yeah.
And so it's a very large market. Second, Japan and Asia in general actually has always been on the forefront of digital, but more from a consumer perspective. So, you know, the usage of mobile phones and smartphones, you know, the Japanese and broadly Asia have actually, I think, been ahead of the United States in the leveraging of digital. So we think there's an opportunity to do in business to drive digital from a business perspective, just as Japan has embraced digital from a consumer perspective. So we think there's a very big opportunity, and I think there's a hunger and a receptiveness to digital in Japan from a culture perspective. So it's a very attractive market for us. We plan to invest heavily, both through our direct presence, but then also through strategic relationships with other firms like SoftBank and Microsoft and others that have a very big presence already in Japan.
Yeah, okay. So, but I'm just worrying, you know, sometimes Japan is called just Galapagos, you know. Galapagos, you know, it's a special region.
Yeah.
Yeah. In which, so there is some, well, the rule, but if that rule is not through to the other world, you know, special rule, special culture.
Yeah.
So are you confident to fit with?
I think we're confident, but we're also respectful, and we also listen. So as we enter, to a greater extent, we enter the Japanese market, we're very careful to make sure that we are shaping our company, our products, and how we interact with Japanese companies to make sure that we meet or exceed their expectations, and we learn along the way. But that's also, again, why partnering with a Japanese-based firm like SoftBank to also help make sure that we are doing the right things to be a good partner to Japan.
Okay, okay, thank you. So next is the last question. Okay, so the change or transition in this world is very, very fast.
Yes.
And it is difficult to forecast what will happen even 1 year later.
Yes.
So what is the important thing to continue to win in digital business?
Yeah, I think maybe I'd offer a couple of suggestions. One is we've recently conducted a global survey to try to poke at some of these issues and the trends and what's important. And what we've discovered is a lot of institutions focus on the business efficiency that digital can bring, which is a good thing, but the true opportunity to impact business, in the banking case to collect clients and grow assets, is to make the customer journey and the customer experience as seamless and easy as possible.
Yeah.
And that actually has a bigger impact on the bank than the savings from driving efficiency. So my advice to banks would be, as you think about your digital strategy, prioritize the customer experience first, and the efficiencies will follow. And then maybe the second thing would be, it's moving so fast that easy to just wait because there's always more innovation around the corner, and then you never start. And so my second piece of advice is focus on the customer, but then pick a spot in the bank and start, and you'll learn, and then you can adapt and expand or change your digital offering based on those learnings and get moving.
Thank you so much. Well, I learned a lot from your comment right now. So maybe as well as the Japanese bankers, Thank you so much. So 今、ですね、ホーガン社長から聞いたこと、とても有益なことがたくさんありました。その日本への進出はもちろん考えてらして、ソフトバンクさんとかのそのパートナーと一緒にやっていくということですね。ガラパゴスと言われている日本ですけども、そこでも、なんとかやっていけると思うとおっしゃってました。で、その後デジタルの世界というのは大変その変化が激しいんですけども、その中で勝ち抜くためにはどういったことが必要かといったらばですね、やはりその待っていないことですよね。で、一つやっぱ積極的に打っていくことが大事であって、一番楽なのはもう待ちの姿勢だということですね。でもそれ以上に一番大事なこととして、やはりその効率性とかよりもまずお客さん中心ですね。カスタマーセントリックで、お客様中心でまず考えること、お客様の経験を良くするということを考えることが大事じゃないかなということをおっしゃっていただきました。トーマス・ホーガン CEO でした。どうもありがとうございました。Thank you so much.
Thank you.